Sam!
What? Why?
No,
Why?
let's try again. I want to try again. Give me another shot. You've got to give me another shot.
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to episode 73 of Trusty Hogs. My name's Helen Bauer. This is Catherine Bohart. We're comedians. Let's get into the episode.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them. Or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
Let's get into it.
Where do you want to start? Because obviously we had a fight this weekend.
We didn't have a fight.
We had a fight.
Helen.
Adult-female friendships are impossible because women inherently are whores.
Okay, so
and I have to say my truth.
I rang Helen to say, Happy Valentine's Day, babe. I love you.
So unnecessary.
Helen said no and hung up on me and then sent frankly abusive tweets and text messages until she calmed down. That's what happened.
Abusive?
Go fuck yourself. Fucking leave me alone.
That was banter. Oh my God, take a joke, babe. Take a joke. I just think, like...
I was like, oh my God. Listen, other love than like fucking romantic love matters. And I woke up being like, who do I love? I love you. I'm going to call you. Fine. Fuck you. I don't love you. Forget it.
For context for me,
Forget it.
I'd been away for 4 nights doing the Cardiff Glee weekend and then the Leicester weekend.
Leicester via 3 buses. I should have
Thank
known
you
you'd be a
very
moody bitch. I should have known.
And I had 2 previews in Leicester, one of which...
Bad?
One of which...
Was it bad?
I was like, wow, I'm really speaking my truth. And then afterwards, an audience member, who is one of our patrons, I won't say
Hiya.
who, you know who you are, was like, oh, that was very personal. But then you rung me and it was Valentine's Day. You know when you've just sort of like skipped that it's Valentine's Day in your head because it's like my gigs are later, I can focus on them then.
Yeah.
Like I just need to travel back to London.
Yeah.
And then you called, Happy Valentine's Day. And I just pictured
Happy Valentine's Day, I love you.
Don't make it worse. And you were... I could just picture you walking down the street as you rung, hand in hand with your girlfriend,
No, I was
going, Shall we call our single friends and just check in on them really quickly?
I wasn't
Can we
with
just
her.
do
I was
that?
by myself coming back from a One Rebel class. I'd just gone to a fucking treadmill class.
What's a treadmill class?
Oh, it's where like you go, so half the room is boxes with weights and half of the room is treadmills. So you do like 8 minutes on the treadmills and 8 minutes on the box of weights, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. So you like run and they'll tell you to put up the, like you go on a hill, you go faster, you sprint, you climb, you do parachute, whatever. And then like you go over and you do like squats and burpees and lift weights.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, bitch. But no, I wasn't with my girlfriend.
I felt like we had a fight.
Yeah, no, me too. Because I was also like, I knew you felt that. And I was like, I have loved you so much longer than this new girlfriend. I was like, obviously I'm calling you.
Just say I'm your angel and we'll move on.
Fine,
You're my angel. Thank you. What are you looking at on your phone?
I'm looking at, you know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my list of things. So during the week, because on my old brain, I always forget what I want to say to you on the podcast. And then, okay, can I tell you what? I have things I wanted to tell you, but also I need to tell you about this reaction that I've been getting a lot lately.
Okay.
Because I'm meeting a lot of new people via the new girlfriend.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of them lesbians, a lot of them, will be like, oh my God, I love your podcast. And I'm like, why? Thank you so much. And then they go, every single time without fault. This has happened like 20 times in the last month. I love your podcast. Helen is so funny.
No!
Like, cool.
But isn't that just natural because my friends all love you?
Is it? Could you tell me about that like occasionally? Because honestly, I keep being like, thank you.
I think it's just that my friends inherently are like, Catherine's so great. Isn't she smart?
I just
Isn't
met
she
these
smart
people,
and
though.
funny?
They're not,
Isn't
like, my
she good?
friends.
And then for you, everyone that meets you is like, they compliment me. Because you can't compliment someone face to face. You can't.
I like to.
I know, but it's, unless you're in a compliment circle,
it's not safe.
It's just really creepy.
Safe. You're right. Women are weird. You're right.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Right.
But hi to the lesbians of East London who play football, and thank you for your support. I am an ally. I don't know if I am, but
you're ally adjacent.
I'm friendly.
Yes, you're friendly.
I'm friendly.
You're friendly.
I'm a friendly gal.
And
You're welcome anywhere. I'm welcome as far as I'm concerned.
So close to allyship being friendly.
Is it?
Yeah, real.
Yeah, because an ally is a friend, isn't it?
Yeah. Now I have to tell you a couple of things.
Okay, go on. This is the list you've written down of things that you want to tell me.
Yeah, I need to tell you about. You can ask about which do you want to start with? Do you want me to tell you about the play?
No.
Do you want me to tell you about the music video? Or do you want me to tell you about the holiday I'm going on? Which door first?
Okay, music video, please.
Okay, amazing. It's the best one.
Yes.
Yes. On Valentine's Day, guess what my girlfriend did give me?
A music video.
She told me about the existence of a music video.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. So, on Valentine's Day, she was like, so, this girl I kissed one time wrote a song about me.
Suddenly Andrew perks up.
And there's a music video.
Available for the public.
And as my gift, I got to watch it and play it as many times as I wanted on the Alexa. So I can't tell you any of the further details because she said it could. I was bullying if I was too specific, and that it couldn't be traced back to her. So, you can ask me some questions and like judge what you think the answer is based on my facial movements. If you want, my Botox is wearing off, so it's a good time for this. But
if you type in your girlfriend's name, does it come up on YouTube?
No.
Was it low? No, oh, what's the good question?
A love track or a diss track?
Oh, it's a diss track.
Is it an original or a cover?
An original. It's so fun.
I can't believe you can't tell us anything more about it.
I'll obviously show it to you
Yeah,
after.
I would really appreciate that. I think me and Andrew need to see it
I
right
will
now.
obviously show it to you. But
That's
honestly,
insane.
it's the gayest thing I've ever seen, and it's the most wonderful
No,
gift you
you've
could have
seen
given me.
Tattoo.
But isn't it the one? Yeah, sure. But
All
no,
the
this
things
is gayer, I
she's
think. But wouldn't it be? Isn't it just the most wonderful gift to give your bitch of a girlfriend? Is to be like, somebody slagged me off publicly once. Would you like to watch it? And she gave that to me, and I just think, what a romantic.
Did you have anything good to give her?
She'd already watched Rose Battle.
Okay.
So
I mean, who hasn't? It's a great clip.
it's a good clip.
It's a really good
quality clip.
Wowsies.
Broke my mother's heart, but it's a good clip.
Oh, yeah, but mothers' hearts are meant to be broken. It's just part of the course.
That's so true. Yeah. So
Okay, I'll hear about the play now, even though usually that's the thing that made me go.
Okay, I'll keep it real short, except to say that I went to see. She took me to Ages of Feeling, which felt like a diss track itself.
Yeah, no.
On Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal. Strong recommend. Really fucking good.
Yeah?
I don't really like plays because I think they're long and boring, but it was good
Is
and
it
short.
at the National?
No, it's at Soho Theatre. Short and good.
Short and good at the Soho Theatre. What a
Short
review.
and good.
Okay.
I really liked it. It made me feel okay. No, like as a person, this made me feel like okay, like everything's okay.
feel like
like-
the world is going to be.
Yeah.
I get that with Mamma Mia.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that feeling of
exactly.
like it doesn't matter. Like if you have three dads, you have three dads. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to know.
It's so true. When you just did that sort of spitty laugh, lots of your spit, I felt it land on my hand. So
That's
I
funny.
am going to hand sign.
I got spat on the other day by someone by accident, but I had the dignity not
Was
to point
that
it out.
not by accident?
No, that wasn't accident.
Okay, I was like, was that not by accident? I want that to be by accident.
I swear. Well, you've been busy and thriving then.
Yeah,
You
I've
gonna
been
tell me about the
busy.
holiday you're going on?
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, you're gonna say I'm changing again. I'm not changing. I'm
You are changing.
Well, no, it's her birthday, so we have to do something she wants to do.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that? So,
I wouldn't know. Never had a relationship.
yeah, but you do force me to do things that I don't want to.
Andrew were just having a laugh about
He has a
that.
boyfriend, but you do force me to do things that I don't want to do on your birthday. So you
You
completely-
love them though when they're happening.
Yeah, I love Shrek World. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. Okay, so we're going to Iceland for 6 days.
So mad. That is not your terrain.
No, but
You are gonna fucking struggle.
she loves Wales. We're going to go stay. At one point, we're going out of the city where there are nice hotels
Yay!
to stay in a hostel for 2 nights. And take a boat trip out to see if we can see some killer
Noise your
whales.
phone just made.
I heard
Did
it.
you
and
have an internal panic attack? Are you?
Did you catch that?
I honestly think it's good for you to stay in a hostel because I don't think you've ever done it before.
I've done it once in Paris.
How? And do you want to talk about it?
I didn't sleep for like 8 days.
Did you use the bathrooms? I'm meant to be in a hostel. It's like, it's more my environment. Friends everywhere. It's just one big sleepover. Apart from the time I stayed in the hostel and I had my cousin having sex across the room, which isn't incest, I just heard it. But either way, you're aware of it.
Oh no. Okay, well, yeah, we're staying in a hostel for 2 of the nights. The rest of the time I've booked the hotel, so everything's lovely.
Okay.
We are going out on a boat to see some whales. That's actually going to be amazing. I hope we see some because she really wants to.
What sort of whales?
Killer whales. We're going to a space specifically for orcas.
Oh my God, they're really nice, those whales.
Fingers crossed we'll see some. And we're also going on like a tour of like an 11-hour tour and we're going to go swim in those hot like volcanic
Oh,
lagoons.
I've seen, like the pictures of people in this like blue lagoon sort of a thing with steam coming off it.
We're going to do all that jazz. It's going to be so fun. I feel so lucky to be going. I do want to be clear, but also like, who am I?
Are you going to stroke the whales?
But also, are you proud of me? I've taken more holidays in the last 6 months.
Oh, no, I am proud of you.
Than I've taken since I started comedy.
I'm thinking about the whales. Yeah, you went to Ibiza and now Iceland.
I don't think they're going to... And Paris.
And Paris. I'm Paris for 2 days. I didn't count that one because I didn't get a gift.
Okay. I don't think that it's going to be... like petting the whales vibe.
Depends on how close they come, I guess.
Well, we might not even see them. We're just going out to the ocean and hoping that they'll be there.
Well, you'd hope that they'd capture some and put them in a small area so you can definitely see them. You'd hope that there was a guarantee if you're going all that way. No?
No, I would not hope that.
Because killer whales are actually...
Just describe SeaWorld.
Yeah, I know. I was like...
Yes, that's very good, Andrew. Well done.
No, it's devastatingly bad.
Yes, but you do get a guaranteed visual on a whale. Which is what people are looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
God, that SeaWorld documentary is awful.
It's
Have you seen it?
horrific.
Blackfish.
It's horrific. Tilly, cool.
And the way that the keepers are talking about it, like, yeah, we used to say, like, 1 out of every 5 whales in the wild has a dorsal fin that falls over. And it's like, even I must know that's not true.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how, like,
depressing.
mad, like, if you're told something enough times, how you can believe it. But then this is the thing, so I'm really into conservation just as a person. That's just who I am, always have been, always will be. I just believe that, like, conservation of our planet's the most important thing. I've watched a lot of David Attenborough and I've been... It is my key
Yeah,
part.
I'm always
When people
saying
meet
that
me,
about
they go,
you.
you know Helen, come on, big Helen, the conservationist. And I'm like, wee. And I arrive in my hemp hat with like my sort of like sign this to save orangutans. But I do.
I'd love if you were a petition girl, I could lean into that.
I'd get so many signatures.
I was
The
a petition
pure
girl in
violence.
school.
Yeah, no, of course you were.
Of course I was.
Yeah, for stricter rules on the uniform.
Actually, I just really desperately didn't think that PE should be compulsory. I thought if you wanted to go study in the library, you should be allowed. No one signed.
Oh, Catherine. Oh, that got really sad.
Yeah, I was the only school student librarian in my school.
Oh, dear.
I was a student librarian.
Yeah, the librarian was amazing. She was so cool. I loved hanging out with her.
Oh, I didn't hang out with the other librarians. No, I just...
The one who was hired?
No, well, so basically we got hired, the hired librarians got fired in a sort of budget saving trip.
Ah.
Before they brought in new librarians, the only librarians were the student librarians, so I had complete dominion over that place.
Oh my God, phenomenal. No, whereas I volunteered to work there at lunchtimes for free and asked simply for a badge and did the work of the paid woman who worked there. But also told her like all of my problems. So I think she loved it.
I think the librarian at our secondary school didn't like me.
Why?
I just got bad vibes from her. And also once me and my friends uploaded something on the intranet. Do you remember the intranet?
Yes.
We uploaded something on the intranet that she didn't think she should be there.
What was it?
I'd rather not say.
What was it, Helen?
Just like, you know that age when you're
Helen.
like, right. You know when you become really horny and you think you're a sexual being, but technically you're still a child?
Yes.
But you are putting the sexuality
But
on
no.
yourself. So
Yes.
I went through this really weird phase. So that one time I stayed after school late to do, you know when you're doing like an artsy GCSE, you have to stay late to do like the project
I
work.
obviously didn't do an artsy GCSE.
Okay, well I did textiles.
Of course.
Just me and a couple of the gals. Emma Black, one of the textiles gals.
Hi, Emma.
And we'd have loads of fun because Ella Keenser would always order Domino's pizza into the school and she introduced us all to a barbecue base. It was mad.
You could get Domino's ordered to your school.
We couldn't, but we did.
What the fuck?
Like what they've
Yeah,
got an
fair
address
enough,
and
wow.
you meet them at the gate. And then there was a flagpole in the centre of our school, which
Right.
is where people sort of like usually met to walk home at the end of the day or at lunchtime. And everyone else had left, so I used the flagpole as a stripper pole.
Did you take your clothes off?
I didn't take my clothes off, but I would have been impregnated if the pole had the ability to do it.
Right.
Like I was.
Did you sit on the pole?
I was just physically very involved.
Okay.
I'd rather say that.
Okay. And so did you take a video or a series of photos?
No, there's CCTV at the school. And so up walks the, oh, this is awful.
Carry on.
The caretaker, like, walks up the pathway and is like, I can see what you're doing, young lady. Get off that pole. I see what you're doing. And I was like, I'm the most beautiful woman in the world. Obviously with acne and, like, nothing going
Phenomenal.
well. And
You
then
can be
he
beautiful.
was like, I'll tell the headmaster about this. We've
Helen,
got
you
the
can be
video."
beautiful and have acne. You just can't be sexy and a child. But how do you not know which the issue is?
I was 14 and I had a full breast. What was I supposed to do?
Just
Waste
one?
it? Waste it. One full tit, the other still budding through. Just a nipple. And he came up and he was like, I'm going to tell the headmaster about what you're doing. And I was like, you can't do that. That means that you filmed me doing it. And there's CCTV. And I was like, you filmed me doing a dance. I'm just doing a dance with my friends.
You're the worst.
I know.
You're the worst.
know.
You gave that
Obviously,
man
then he's
nightmares.
panicking.
Of course. He's like, I'm going to jail
Oh my
because
God.
she danced like a whore in front of this video
And then
camera.
we all had like pictures of us because when we were 13, we did that sexy photo shoot for my birthday. I remember telling you about this before, like where we were all like posing, like we've got a secret. Our clits are really hard.
Oh God!
But we were like 13.
No.
But that's the only way we knew how to
I
pose.
don't want
America's
it.
Next Top. I blame the
don't want
USA.
it.
I blame the USA.
I don't want it.
So we're posing like that, and then we'd upload them onto
Ah.
the internet. And then
Yeah.
obviously the librarian, who was just a very nice woman, was like, right, come here. Right, these images are explicit. And we're like, well, no, the internet works for 24 hours. They're up there now.
Explicit?
Like, they're not explicit, but they were definitely like suggestive. You know when you're like,
We were not even in the
Like this.
same world in school.
I know, but I'm Lola from Big Mouth and you're not. You're Missy.
I'm Missy. As I said, I thought I was Jessie, but I'm Missy. I would never speak to my mom the way Jessie does. I'm Missy.
You never had a temper tantrum with your mum as a teenager?
I'd occasionally go very quiet.
I cannot believe that we do the same job. I would come home from school, my mum would be like, how was your day? And I'll be like, you never asked me anything about me, you fucking bitch!
Wow.
Like, straight in.
If I did that, the reason that I wouldn't do that is because if I did do that, I wouldn't get to close the door before my mother would have it ripped off its hinges and be holding me by the hair.
Yeah, my mum's liberal. She just wanted to talk about my feelings.
Oh, my mum would talk about my feelings when she was done telling me hers.
Oh.
Which would be disrespected in her own fucking house.
You missed out on being a teenager.
No, I was a teenager, but in my world, teenagers are meant to be terrified of their moms. More terrified than they are of like not doing drugs, not ever having a drink,
you
not
were
going
terrified
out.
of everything. Sound like you were terrified of going out to do PE.
I wasn't terrified of not doing PE. I was terrified of failing exams when we were wasting time having fun.
Oh, that's really sad. Isn't that sad, Andrew?
Oh my God, okay, yes, we all had stuff going on.
You know, it's like that thing in Booksmart where the girls like get into the
Oh, I have
university they
never
want,
related more to a story.
and then they realise that everyone else got into the same universities, but they also went out and had fun. And it's like, oh no. But then again, look at it. Look at what you achieved and what I achieved.
Helen, didn't we go see Booksmart together with Alison
No.
Spittle?
I went with Rosie Jones.
Who should I go with? My sister? Whoever it was I was sat beside turned to me and went, oh God, that's you. And I was like, shut up.
I went with Rosie Jones, and I remember it because we had a full cinema to ourselves.
What?
And we got 2 meal deals each.
Nice.
Yeah. You know when it's like you
Nice.
just have to double down because
Yeah.
it's never enough. It was incredible.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Should we bring on our guest? I feel like we've chatted.
Yeah, okay. What? Wow. Wow. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to tell me one more thing about yourself?
Oh my God, no, forget it. It's fine. I just was wondering how you are and like wanted to know if you had anything going on with your week. Anything exciting. I'll tell you
Okay.
what,
Yeah.
I'll report back on Iceland when I'm
Do
gone
you
back.
want a rundown of what's happening with me?
Obviously.
Period. Out of nowhere. Absolutely shocked by it.
What?
Got my
How
first
many weeks
vaginal
since the
cyst
last
of the
one?
year.
Hang on, how many?
3.5. Still didn't see it coming.
Okay, so exactly.
So basically clockwork.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't see it coming.
Vaginal cyst, what do you mean?
I got like another little cyst next to my clit. Yeah. They just keep happening around my period.
Are you not clean?
I am clean enough. I am clean enough. And that's what really matters.
Okay, so no.
I've done about 4 previews of the new show. Each of them, I've said an entirely new 50 minutes for no good reason.
The tweets are great.
Because I can. The tweets lie. The audiences have been amazing, and I have been like, I mean, I'm telling you now, if you want to see a good show, come to my early previews. I think we're done for the early previews of this year. You can just come see previews.
Come see my early previews. All of the dates are on my website.
There you go. But like, for me, you definitely want to be there for the first 5 or 6.
Yeah, me
holy
too.
shit, do you get information that should just be for a therapist's office?
Yeah, me too. I also give information that like I could be sued for. Mine's mostly just like, oh, can't say that because it's defamation. Oh, can't say that because it's defamation.
No.
Yeah, so yours is like too many feelings. Me is like too honest.
Oh my God, I give like a full medical history out.
Yeah.
Like I started my show last night being like, I wasn't going to do a show this year, but I feel like I have to because I'm worried I'm going to die soon. Which I am very concerned about.
Yeah.
But like the audience just immediately go like, what? And then you've got an hour of an audience going like, you're not okay.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
To be clear, if you did die soon, you'd want everyone to keep giving to the Patreon, right?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to die soon. It's more that like,
yeah, but like let's just say you did like, just to be
Yeah.
clear, like you'd actually want people to triple their donations to the Patreon, right?
yes.
You'd want them to keep supporting the podcast.
Please give to the patron. Also, can you maybe this is better to, instead of sitting with it myself, my concern for my life is that I'm not going to have a long life because I'm just wondering, could people write in, has anyone ever seen like a really tall old woman?
But that you'll shrink. won't you?
Yeah, you'll shrink, baby. You'll get real hunched over. Your posture's going to be terrible with those boobs. Babe, you're going to get real hunched over.
I don't know what happens to tall big gals. No, tall big gals just disappear.
Send in pictures of your tall big gals. Also, Helen,
60 plus.
shall we, in the extras, talk about your ideal funeral just in case?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. It's done.
And also I've got to tell you what happened in therapy last week.
Oh my God, join the Patreon and tune in
We
for
got
that.
crayons
We got,
No,
she made
I
you
don't
draw?
know. We have to talk
Oh
about
my,
it.
okay,
Not now,
extras,
Karen.
extras,
Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy Cat Cohen.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, thank you so much for listening to Trusty Hogs.
Thank you so much. We just wanted to jump in really quickly and give our patron a little plug because it is
Please.
thriving over there.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone who's joined. And if you want to join us, there's no pressure. Please enjoy the podcast otherwise. But if you do want to join us, there's so many benefits. You get an early access to the episode. You get an extra episode a week. And you also get early access to our live shows. Now, the last one sold out in under 24 hours. So you want to be a patron if you want to come to the one on June 4th, which will be on sale very soon. Please join. Please sign up. Please get a ticket. And hey, thanks to everyone who has already.
And just a reminder, if you sign up now, there are over 70 extra episodes that you can access immediately.
How many?
Over 70,
Oh
Catherine.
my God.
It's unbelievable. But for now, please continue enjoying Trusty Hogs.
Bye. It's
Cat Cohen. Oh my God.
Are we jumping right in?
Yes.
Yeah, I told you, girls, I'm so honored to be here because I see these clippies on my Instagram
No,
and I
you
see when are
don't.
they going to invite me into their lair? I want to be in the lair. with you.
There
We
it
had to
is.
wait for you to be in the UK to invite
So
you
happy.
in.
It's very cozy.
Hi.
It's good vibes.
Just
Are
part
you
of
having
you.
a nice time in the UK?
Oh, I've been having the best time.
on tour.
The tour was incredible. I was humbled in certain locations, which is so important.
You have to be.
Tell
You
us
have to be.
Highlights, lowlights, please.
Highlights. I mean, the London show was amazing, of course.
Right,
Of
venue?
course. I did the Hackney Empire.
So
It was
good.
stunning, beautiful. Glasgow is my favorite crowd. They were
Yeah, very
nuts.
good shout. Very
Yes.
good shout. They're always mad.
Yeah.
Scottish and
game.
Irish audiences are incredible because they will interrupt you exclusively to tell a better story than yours, and you're like, "Are you kidding me? Are you? What? Are you? So crazy."
Newcastle
They were
as well.
fab.
I always want to put a shout out for
Newcastle's
Newcastle.
great.
Absolutely.
I didn't go there, but Brighton was really fun as well.
Yeah.
Brighton's
To media,
Yes.
so good.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then, Norwich really kept me grounded.
Norwich because they weren't high.
They were a little, you know what I would say? There's always like 2 or 3 rows of like beautiful young gays who understand and feel seen, and I'm connected to them, and I would take a bullet for all of them.
Yeah.
And then like sort of confused older people in the back.
Who were just like, something's on in Norwich. We'll
Oh
go.
God, I know. Birmingham was better than I thought. Yeah, where else did I go? Leeds was beautiful, but a little. I'm gonna say this: if you live in Leeds, you didn't come, you're the problem because the seats, there were some empty seats there.
Oh my God, Liz!
And I'm not afraid to admit that because we have to be real.
We have to talk
They
about.
can't all be home. They can't all be home runs. I have to tell this is me talking to myself. I'm like,
No.
they can't all be home runs.
They can.
I was humbled in Norwich on my tour as well. Small
Really?
audience. And so like I think a lot of people get humbled in Norwich because there's like a venue that's the size of like 80 and then the next step up is 350. There's nothing in between.
That's exactly the issue, yeah.
So like you either have to go like super small or you take a risk and go big, and it's like it's very humbling. I went small and was still humbled.
Really, I risked it all. I risked it all.
What you should have done. I went small, and so the small venue is a pizza restaurant.
That sounds
And I was
amazing.
like, this is going to be great. We got a free pizza, and all the pizzas are like, we're wacky and zany. It's nothing like anything you've had before. So like all the pizzas are like a twist. Like if you want ham and pineapple, it's pulled pork and braised pineapple. Like everyth's got like,
Wait, calm down a bit though with that.
They've
It's like
done-
taco extreme pizza. Like, well, give it a second.
and it is, and I was thriving in the pizza environment.
Yeah.
But then the venue is usually doing musicians. So then for the tech, like usually I'm a stand-up, so I just show up and I'm just like, oh, I'll just speak. And then they had like lights down the side. So anytime I did anything that resembled a punchline, it was like, ding, 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 and all the lights flashed. And like my punchline would be like, so anyway, I'm morbidly obese.
That sounds amazing.
But to 25 people.
Your family, their family. At this point, you're all family. You told me you're going to Olive Garden when you go to New York. That's their tagline.
You're going to Olive Garden?
No, it's not.
When you're here, your family. That's their tagline. So.
That's so cute. You're going to Olive Garden. Can you get me some breadsticks, please?
Can you travel back with breadsticks? Do you
Yeah, why not? There's no rules. There's no rules.
Okay, I'll
in
do
society.
it. I'll do it. I'm going to go to Olive Garden in New York. And my other thing I really want to do is go to the museum from Night at the Museum with Ben Stiller.
Totally.
I know he doesn't actually work there.
No, but he might be there.
Yeah.
You never know. New York, like,
You never know.
there's just people wandering around all the time.
Maybe he's having a low self-esteem day and he needs to be seen in that environment so that somebody can be like, oh my God, are you?
Yeah, the Night
You
at
know
the
what I
Museum guy.
What's the must-do in New York City?
Ooh, culture swap, yes.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, just kind of walk around and be like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just like walk around, look around, and be like, I'm here. That's kind of how I do when I'm here too. I'm just like, I'm here.
Is that it? That's all
I
you
think
do?
you're gonna be just so like. It's the same, like, people just go nuts. They're going to go nuts for you. They're going to go nuts for your accent, your vibe, your energy.
No,
They're going to fall in love with you.
no.
You're going to fall in love. Are you single? Are you looking for love?
Oh my God, great
am.
question, Kat Cohen.
You should fuck.
Yeah, I agree. You
We
should fucking
say
you
that.
should shop for clothes in a fucking city that lets you.
That would be
Jesus
nice.
Christ.
Right? They've got plus size in America everywhere.
You know what?
Oh,
It's
no.
better than here, Kat.
Is
It's
it better than here?
Oh,
Okay.
and here is terrible.
Well, what's bad about here, too, is you walk in and I'm like, I'm a US 12. And they're like, okay, so you're actually like a UK like 45.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know it's whatever, but it is. There are some good spots. I can recommend some good spots for sure.
I've heard Forever 21 has a plus size section.
They do. They have a plus size section.
and that's in Times Square.
Sure, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I feel like that's not what Kat was going to recommend.
Okay.
There's definitely
Look at
good
her, she's
spots.
fabulous.
It's interesting that you think it's better in the U.S. because I still am like so angry all the time.
Oh no, it's dog shit everywhere.
Oh,
Let's be
okay.
clear. But I think that there's a little bit more
Okay.
scope in the US, only because there are more people, so there's more. People
I went
cater
to
for.
Target and bought a swimming costume.
That's like
Target's
not,
amazing.
but that's not
It was
possible here.
life-changing.
Like that's just like,
that's not possible here.
to just walk into like you couldn't walk into like the equivalent being Sainsbury's or Tesco.
So
with
we
like a
have
line
to
here.
go to like a designated shop
Yeah.
for us.
love that.
Because like we don't believe that women should mix in this society
That's
in
true.
Britain. And I do stand by it. I
Of
think if we
course.
mix in our roles of like big women, small women, old women, young women,
It would
then
never work.
we'll all
Yeah.
unionize and get equal pay. And it's just like, oh, we don't deserve it yet.
Also, what if we learn from each other?
Ooh.
Then we can't repeat the same mistakes, which we are born
So like
to
there's an
do.
older shop called Bon Marché,
Uh-huh.
which is for the bigger older lady who
For
just
sure.
needs everything buttoned because like God forbid they'll figure out a zip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we'll just get our fat confused in it. It's just really difficult. And then Simply Be, which is a big girl shop, but is having a massive problem at the moment because there's only a couple of Simply Be shops and for some reason all of them require stairs to get up and down to. And bigger lasses in general, if we're shopping, we don't want
Not
to do
into
stairs
it.
and then
Yeah,
change because then
fair
it's
enough.
just sweat and changing.
I got you.
The
Too
changing is
fucking much.
fucking exhausting. You know what I will say? Growing up, there was a chain where I grew. I think it's a chain all over the States. It's called Catherine's Plus Sizes. And my brothers would be like,
Shut up.
look, Catherine, that's your store. Like bullying me as a child. but you know what?
Nice guys.
It was my store. It was my store. But I will give you a list. I have some research.
I
That'd
want
be
I want
nice.
fashion. So you know how like the noughties are back in? like fashion-wise.
Is naughties like 2000s?
Yeah.
I know. I'm seeing some really scary stuff when it comes to skirts and pants.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm feeling unsafe.
There's a lot of
Is it the low
mid-calf
rise?
skirts
Yeah.
and low rise jeans. Low rise jeans.
But did you not? I thrived in that bohemian vibe of the noughties.
Like a loose belt.
Yeah, the loose like waist belt, and then sort of like a top that like really like was there for the breasts, but gave the shoulder a moment.
You can just tell
I
that
like
you
that.
were a tall, thin, like a very booby teenager.
Really booby.
Wow.
I'd say like
power.
curvy-ish, but like that was my era, was the bohemian. Low-rise jeans I really struggled with, but what I thrived with the noughties was statement t-shirts, but the ones that were like unnecessarily sexually suggestive for the 12-year-old you were.
Yes.
Getting lucky in Kentucky. Did you have one of those?
That's
We
nice.
had lots of like little cartoon girls saying like daddy's little whore.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was never allowed to have a Juicy Couture tracksuit
Why?
because it said juicy on your ass, and my mom was like, "Fuck no."
You can have one now. They're back. I have one.
Yes, you have one.
Yeah, it's
Where'd you
amazing.
get it?
Juicy.com.
Oh my God.
Juicy.com, of course.
Juicy, and the other thing I am excited for is Buffalo's being back.
What's the buffalo?
chunky-
Chunky
The
shoes.
Spice Girls.
You
I
know
love
'em.
those.
Platform shoes.
Yeah, platform
Yeah.
trainers.
I know. I'm 6'1". I'm not gonna put.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Reach for the sky,
You're going to give up
baby.
there? You're going to give up at 6'1"?
I bumped my head so much. The bumps.
No, come on.
You seem like a tall energy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am 5'7",
Okay, yeah.
which I always say is tall for a girl.
It's so tall
and
for
tall
a
for
girl.
my age, yeah.
I just brought my new girlfriend home. She's 5'7", and my parents are 5'1" and 5'2" respectively, and she towered over them. And they were like,
Wow.
what a freakish height for a
Are we
woman.
actually
And I
having
was
this
like,
conversation?
sorry.
Was it a good
5'7"
vibe?
is tall for
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
How long is the relation?
6 months.
Oh my God, that's the best part.
Yeah, my mom taught her cards so that they could just hang out together. I think my mom was like, "Oh, it's just a 2-person game," because my mom loves to flirt. We had the same taste in women.
Oh.
It's very
Can't
sweet.
believe we just had a conversation about
How'd you meet your
5'7" being
lover?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Edinburgh
Helen?
Edinburgh friend. Do you?
Did you really?
But yes, but also can we never say lover ever again? Are you dating someone?
Put me in jail. Put me in the hospital.
Yeah.
Put me in the hospital they put you in when you're in jail, like the special one where someone has to watch you.
Yes,
That's where I want
Because
to
you're
be.
sick. You're sick and wrong.
That's where I want to go on
Sick
vacation.
and wrong.
Yeah.
Please tell us what about you. What's your dating
I
status?
am my boy.
You have
I
a boy.
know.
Wasted on men, but okay. And
Well, actually, you'll be so proud. We just started our threesome journey.
oh my God, congratulations!
It's actually my life's changed.
I
It's
didn't know
heaven.
you were doing a threesome journey. That's
I'm
so
on a journey.
exciting.
What does a threesome journey mean? Do you start with like?
We just talked about it forever, and I was like, "Are we ever gonna fucking do this?" And then we went to an open bar event, and that's kind of the rest is history.
And what is an open bar event?
Like
please?
when like open bar, like no, like you don't pay for drinks.
Okay, but you said that like. Sorry.
I'm going A to Z.
I wasn't sure if, yeah, you really are. I wasn't sure if the event was like for people who are open in relationships as an event at a bar. Or you were just like, it's an open bar. People will want to have threesomes.
Oh, wait,
there.
like it was just like a vibey, like drunk, fun night,
Right.
And everyone was just sort of, everyone was dressed up. Everyone was like, there were vibes,
Gorgeous.
and then I made it happen.
You found a
Made it
third.
happen. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
And then once you unleash that, now that I've unleashed that power within me, I'm like,
is your boyfriend bi?
no. I mean, no.
No.
He sort of. I think he could be actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you?
I never thought I was, but here I am.
But yes. Okay.
Yeah.
but nice coat. Welcome. And, okay. So exciting.
I know. I was always so obsessed with men that I never thought about it. But then, then you try it and you're like, this is amazing.
But maybe
Yeah.
you're just full stop obsessed. Like just everything.
no, I'm just generally horny.
That's,
yeah.
that's
Preach.
exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
And so yeah, it's a beautiful new chapter in our relationship.
Okay. So may I ask
Well,
follow-up
of
questions?
course.
Glad that it was great.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find the balance of talking to the person ever again afterwards? Do you just not?
That's I actually am really wondering that as well.
Like if you were texting her afterwards, it's just like, girlfriends.
Yeah.
Hey girl, so great to see you. Thanks for having a nice evening with us. So good to host. If he's texting her after, what the fuck are they talking about?
He's not texting. He can't. No, that's not okay. I'm allowed to do whatever I want, and he can't do anything.
I
That's the
respect
rule.
that.
No, oh my God, if he was texting, no.
And that's my question. I was just wondering. So repeat invite or different people?
It's been two different people.
Congrats.
I think that's better, like a revolving door.
I agree.
I don't know what it'd be like to do it again with someone. I do think, we're learning.
Yeah.
I will say the first time, like,
So
no,
good.
I'm proud to say the first time no one came. Which is quite a feat.
But you're figuring it out. It's like the first time you have sex, like in general. Like it's like everyone needs attention, but have you got the time to give that much attention to one person?
Oh no, me touching a puss, I was like, like literally, I was like, what do I do?
Also, operator.
I was like, SOS. It was so fun though. I was like, la, 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 la. But I was so, it didn't matter because I was just so like drenched, horny. I was just like, oh, wow.
Also, you went to an open bar event. If everyone's hammered, the likelihood anyone's going to come
That's what I'm
is so
saying.
much lower.
I actually was so proud that I like remember it all, which was so important to me.
That's so good.
If I saw a purse, I just want to check it was close to mine. Like, I just want to know that mine isn't like completely wildly
Isn't
different
that
to everyone else's.
100%.
So you Google it every now and again, but they're either like insane medical specimens, like blue waffle, where it's like just an infection that they're showing.
What is
you.
blue waffle?
Blue waffle's like a famous like image of a very infected vagina that went around
That's
the
the
schools.
worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
me
And
too,
it's
me
like
too.
slimy blue,
No,
grey,
stop it,
green.
stop it, stop it,
We
stop
have
it,
to
stop
talk
it.
about women's
No,
health. We
no.
must. We must discuss women's health.
Fake is blue waffle's fake.
It's not fake, Andrew.
It is fake, Helen. I swear.
Oh, I've
Where
never
I've
heard
had this conversation before,
This
and
is
I'm
scary.
horrific.
But now I
Okay,
want to.
this is so exciting. And
It is
so-
really exciting.
But to circle back, because I would say I've only had threesomes where it's like all single people. So I think that
Yeah.
it's actually harder in a situation where you have a couple, I imagine, because it's like you guys know how you have sex with each other, but the other person doesn't know how you guys have sex. Or how
Totally.
you guys have sex with, and yeah, that's interesting. But
It was a
fun,
very.
so fun.
It felt very fun and romantic because my boyfriend's like, I have to say this, he's just amazing and like so thoughtful and like in tune. No.
like, okay.
That's not real. That's a cave. That's a
Yeah,
volcano.
Obviously, that's not real.
Helen.
So gross.
Helen, that's a scam.
But that's the thing. So like,
We need to get you some professional
So
help.
my vagina's not like blue, but like you wanna like
Oh, that's-
I'd
that's
want to
good.
check. Like when I saw
And if it
your
is,
vagina,
yeah, and if it
Really
is blue, we support you and we stand with you. And we
mine's
love
more
you.
like it's
it's
purple.
purpley.
yeah.
It's like very like sometimes it looks like an oil slick, and I'm like, oh, that's an
Cool.
infection, but it's not. It's just like the way that she is at the time.
totally.
Because like me and my vagina, like in general, we're close, but we definitely are at odds with like what we need to do to take care of each other.
Really? How
know what
so?
I mean?
Do you go full
Like-
bush or what are we doing here on this? What do we do on Trusty Hogs?
I'd say like a reasonable bush, but with like a lot of trimming.
Okay.
But like,
I waxed.
Do
it.
you really? Oh, it's so powerful. It
But
hurts.
can I say?
hurts so
but Can
much.
I say? I love on somebody else.
Really?
I love a bush.
Okay. Even if it goes all the way,
I love it.
I think like
I
wait, all the
love
way
it.
up or round?
Here's what I'll say. Here's what my boyfriend says
I
his
love a
favorite.
bush.
This is what I fucking hate. He says
I
his
love it.
favorite is the most impractical thing where it's like you have the bush on top, but then the actual puss is like smooth. And I'm
That's
like,
what I get done.
I'm like, well, that's the most painful part to get done.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the top ripped off.
I actually disagree. I think it's easier to get the under parts done than the top.
Oh,
parts.
No.
Those strong hairs at the top. I listen, but I've been waxing
Anyways.
for a long time.
Yeah, I've only done it like
used to
twice in
wax
my life.
myself.
It's hell.
That's not
I
right.
would like fill an evening with wax strips
That's
just to
not
like
right.
pass the time.
Did it ever go really wrong? You're like, yeah, blue waffle.
I never.
It's not a scam.
I never lost an important part of my anatomy, but the fear that I would was high.
Oh God.
Like everything's still there where it's supposed to be. I hope. You know.
I have the sternest woman who does mine. I take painkillers and half an hour before I go there.
How often do you have to do it?
Like once every 3.5, 4 weeks. I'm fair.
Okay.
I'm quite
It's a
fair.
commitment.
And I'm very consistent with it, so it's gotten much easier.
Oh,
Much easier.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, but she is honestly like. One time I was like, "That's fine." You know, like when you're having one of those days where you're like, "It's
Just stop.
That's as much as I can handle."
Yeah.
She was like, "I'm a perfectionist. It's not about you." And
She
I
needs
was
her
like,
pussies to be clean.
"She's like, it's not about you. I need it to be right."
Wow.
And I was like, "Well, now I'm aroused."
yeah, I know. You're like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was like, "Well, now it's weird." Okay,
Damn.
great.
But then you don't get that fun thing of like doing the nail clippers around the edge. Not the
With
nail
a
clippers, the
hand?
nail scissors. Do you ever do that? Like nail scissor, like the
I know what you're
the
saying.
coarser hairs that are really close to the holes area.
Holes
The
area.
holes area. Oh my God. God forbid me for not being a scientist. The vagina.
It's really nice because I like to think that if there's any man who does listen to our podcast in any sort of like male gazy way,
Yeah.
every time we get close to something sexy, i.e. your threesome chat, we will immediately.
Of course.
And that's
talk
important.
about holes and fluids and
Yeah.
all that.
But it's like, at what point are you shaving or waxing the pussy and not the leg anymore? Because like the older you get, the more your pubes travel.
Shaving and waxing the.
So like, you know, like, so it's like pubic, and then it gets to the upper thigh.
I see.
And you're like, okay, what part is leg hair? What part is pubes? Because they start getting coarser, right? So then you get a bit lost in the motion of it.
My like,
Like, at
we
what-
don't relate to that.
At what point are you waxing your pussy, and at what point are you doing the asshole area? Like, where's the line with the tank?
I would love to go in and just get my asshole. That would be really nice.
You
'Cause-
You can.
But I can't. I can't. I can't
We
walk into
can
a room.
take you
I can't walk
around
into a
the
room,
corner in
lean
10
over and be like, "Here we go." Like, I can't. I'm not-
You can.
Girls.
I mean,
it's
you'd
not right.
want to clean beforehand. Like, don't go in
Well,
with
yeah,
an
it's not
asshole.
dirty.
Well, you know, sometimes when you sort of
Somebody else needs to be told that, babe.
we can't.
How long have you been dating, by the way?
Almost 4 years, like three
my God.
something. Yeah.
So you waited till the 3-year mark, and then this is great.
Well, you know, it's amazing because in the early stages I would have been so jealous and psychotic, but then now I'm finally in a place where I'm mature.
That's so
and
exciting.
within him too. Yeah.
And he's thoughtful and considerate about it, you said?
Yeah, like it was. He would be like, I mean, he's just like, I'm so lucky. I can't believe it.
New York is
He
the
can't
city
bel-
of dreams.
He can't believe his luck.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so nice.
And we kept telling him how lucky he was, which is also hot. We're like, "You're
Yes.
so lucky, bitch." And we had a little, we have like a nice,
That is
a nice
really hot.
debrief after. And then when you have sex, just the two of you, again, you have like all this fun material to like discuss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
this
so
is making me more
fun.
excited at the idea of getting in a relationship because I've never had one.
Ever.
This is ever.
What kind do you want?
ever.
Are you
I
full
want to be
straight? That's
Yeah.
fine.
But I still think that you could have fun in a threesome.
I know. I want
like
to
me.
fall. I would love to fall in love with a woman. It just hasn't happened yet.
Totally.
Apart from Catherine, because she's amazing. and
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
blessed to
you
be
girls
around
have it
her.
so special. I will
The other
say.
day I called her to be like, I love you. It was Valentine's Day, and she's one of my greatest loves. And so I called her,
That's
and
so
she screamed,
sweet.
no! And hung up the phone.
I was on a train.
What's going on there? What's going on? What's going on in here? What are you scared of?
Helen
being
doesn't dare
loved and
fake
being
cry.
seen.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, but only unrequited.
Oh,
So I've loved someone so deeply, knowing they don't love me back, and then told them, and then
which ultimately isn't love at all. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I don't know.
Such a savage reaction from Cat Cohen.
No.
Oh, so you were
No,
in a
I'm just saying, like, once you're actually in love, you're like, oh, wait, this doesn't have to hurt. Is
Yeah,
what I mean.
I agree.
I mean, as a positive.
I agree.
I've met the devil. I've shook her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have seen love.
Totally.
It's just, I mean, I'm working through this a lot in therapy at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself innately very unlovable.
Oh, but
I
But you're
know.
so lovable. Look at the way we gaze at you.
Mm-hmm.
When I see your name pop up on my phone, I go, look at that girl.
No, you don't.
Literally, there are endless, relentless clips. Like people send photos of me just like, honestly, adoring you. I'm just like, there are just videos upon videos of like so many photos of me just being like,
It's coming.
But why do I not see it? You know?
oh, because none of us see it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I have therapy in an hour and a half, so I think
we can unpack it before that and then you can cancel.
That would be fucking great.
Save yourself some cash. That's so true.
I know. I think sometimes you just need honestly, it's like, it's a myth. You do need other people to tell you how lovable you are for you to believe
You
it.
do need that,
Right?
and it's like, but you need to be able, when they say it, to accept it and not immediately reject it. You know, like when someone goes like, "Oh, you're lovable," you need to be able to go like, "Yeah, no, I am," and it's right that you love me because I'm a lovable person. Instead of when they say, "I love you," and you go like, "Oh, you fucking loser, you loser." Like,
That one's bad. I used to do a different one, which was like, okay, thank you. You are now the core of my value.
Yeah.
You are now the decider and arbiter of my worth.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're the only person who thinks that. So now you're the most important, and that's also bad. So.
I lean that way too. Yeah.
But I feel like I just need to figure out a relationship with my mum and dad before I fall in love. Do you know what I mean?
What?
I think I don't think that's
No, but I feel like it's
possible.
so important. Do you know what I mean? If me and Michael Bauer could just finally get in sync.
But let me tell you this: it's like you can't choose when you fall in love. It's just gonna happen to you.
I agree.
Yeah, people.
It's like
always-
this, and then it's like this, and then it's like this, and it's like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you think it's going to happen to me in New York?
100%?
That'd be so you to fall in love with somebody and then be like, they live in New York. I'd be like, fucking hell.
Okay,
fuck off.
practical question before we go to advice then. I booked a room in New York and I had a choice between a double bed or bunk beds, and obviously I went for bunk beds.
That's
Why-
insane.
Why would you do
Because
that?
it's more fun.
That sucks.
What are you doing?
Because then...
Change that immediately.
Because you know when you're like in a new country and it's like you got jet lag, your sleeping is off whack. So then I was like, then if I can't
not gonna
sleep in
have jet
one
lag
bed,
in
I'll
New
go
York. It's
sleep in
5
the other
hours.
bed.
You're not gonna have jet lag in New York.
That doesn't
I
stop
will.
me. I had it for about 2.5 weeks when I was over here.
Yeah.
I'm very fragile.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. They need to take you back to his place. He'll take you back to his place.
Okay.
No, that's not safe in a different country.
Oh, sorry. That's not safe. Yeah. I've done some stupid things.
Me too.
Share your
That's the
location.
Stupid thing. Yeah,
Share your
But
location.
I've
with
also
us.
never had sex on a bunk bed.
Helen, you're not having sex on a bunk bed.
What? Why?
Just get a double bed. Email them tomorrow, please.
Okay, I'll change it to a double bed.
The only thing that's erotic about having sex on a bunk bed is when you're on the bottom bunk and you can like hold the one on the top and you're like,
What's
that noise. Exactly. I've said too much.
Also, you can pretend that you're like a sleepaway camp. Like, Okay, let's do problem. Fuck it. Why does that always
The
happen?
cops are here to take you away.
I always go back to childhood.
Not childhood, teenagehood. My sexiest years. A bohemian
Wow,
skirt.
right. The loose belt.
Loose belt, bohemian skirt, and a top that says "Daddy's little slut" across my little
When
budding
do
breast.
you feel sexiest? Horrifying.
I wonder if I feel sexiest.
Right now.
That's such a good question. I don't know, all the time.
All the time.
No. I think it's like, I love that feeling when like you've been like sort of just disgusting slob and like you've been wearing the same sweats for days. You have no makeup. Your hair's greasy. And then you like do all the stuff and you look in the mirror and you're like, who the fuck is she?
Yeah.
Like, that's the best.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Yeah.
I feel like also now that because I'm traveling right now, I'm kind of like on my best behavior. Like I'm sort of wearing a nice, like I washed my hair last night, which is huge for me.
Yeah.
If we were doing
Yeah.
this in New York, I'd be like crawling up with like slime leaking out of my nose. Like, so it's not fair. This isn't fair.
That's how I walk around London, just
Yeah.
like
On all
like,
fours.
I'm an original munter. Like,
What's
do you ever
that?
have munter in America? It's like a minger, like someone who's just gross. Like I've always got like something coming out my nose.
Yeah.
Like I'm a bit leaky,
You're wet.
like a bit
Yeah.
smelly. Yeah, but like not in like a hot way. In a sort of like, is that a like
No one
doctor's
thought it was
sort of
in a
a
hot
thing?
way. Yeah.
Well, people either lean wet or dry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I lean wet
You
in
lean
general.
wet.
Like
What
I
do you
get
think you
home
are?
a lot.
Wet. I'm so clammy.
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
so clammy.
But we'd be munters in the UK.
It sounds like a slur.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it.
When do you feel sexiest?
I do feel sexy in bed, 100%. Like
course.
with a guy, like I don't
Nice.
not feel sexy
That's
then.
fab.
I feel very
Nice.
empowered.
Yeah.
When else do I feel sexy?
The way you have sex makes it sound really sexy as well, though.
Yeah.
Helen's always
What's the way you have sex?
she, like her ideal scenario, and that she gets
I just get like
often
licked out as
while
I
she
just,
drinks
like,
Yeah.
wine. While she drinks wine, she sat
I'm
up
very
drinking wine,
decadent.
and they eat her
I'm
out.
levitating off my chair. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's eating pizza while she's been eating out before.
That was years ago, but it was incredible.
At the place in
Domino's Pizza.
in Norwich.
It's braised pineapple. Listen, we've got time. There's only 25 of you.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my
When
god.
do you feel sexiest? Do you want to say? Don't say when you're cleaning or something.
Oh.
No, oh my god, no.
Your morning
Are you very
bath
clean?
always feel very...
I have like a diagnosed OCD, but I
The
would
good
say,
kind.
No.
You're like, it's not good for me.
No.
Okay.
I would say I am similar to you when I've done all the bits. Like when I get to show up somewhere without anybody having seen any of my preparation. It's one thing I love about not living with my partner. It's like they don't get to see any of the steps in between.
Yeah.
Like I love showing up with my nails done, my blow dry done, my makeup done, my lashes on, everything in where it should be. And then being like, oh, at this.
Totally.
You know how to put together a look.
Yeah, and then being like, today I have done that.
No, you look stunned.
No, and that's okay. But I love.
The hair, I mean, it's always amazing.
Thank you, but I love showing up and being like, what?
Yeah.
And I also, you know when I feel sexiest is when I do a big lip and she can't kiss me.
Oh, that's hot.
I love that because she gets.
It's all about restraint.
It annoys her so much.
That's nice.
It annoys her so much. It's
Do you
so
do a red
fun.
lip a lot? Yeah.
Or like sometimes a plum,
Oh,
and she gets so annoyed, and it's so fun.
that's amazing.
That's probably
That's
it.
a good answer.
You feel sexiest when other people are sexually frustrated is the answer.
When I'm in charge, yeah.
Totally.
Yay.
I love it.
Andrew, baby, I'm ready. I'm ready to solve anyone's problem, whatever it is. I can do it.
Hello, well, I've got two for you. Which one would you like to start with? Either a parenting problem or a bi-curiosity problem?
Cat can choose.
A parenting or a bi curiosity?
Yeah.
Second one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do parenting and the extras.
Okay, fab. Hi, Trusty Hogs team. This is from Elle.
Hi,
Hey,
Hey.
I love this podcast. I'm not a podcast listener generally, but I watch yours every week.
Thank you so
Nice.
much.
What about mine?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, you should check out Cat. You should check out.
Elle, you don't care about my podcast?
Well, she didn't know you'd be here, but now that she does, I bet she's watching it.
Yeah.
The problem is bi-curious. She's going to watch it.
Totally. Go on.
I want some advice as I've recently been exploring whether I'm bi-curious. For context, I'm 33 and have been in a relationship with a man for 14 years. And I've never considered that I'm anything other than straight.
Okay.
So I'm finding it all a bit overwhelming.
So she's been with this man since she was 19.
Whoa.
Wow, that's
Wowzers.
great. It's good,
Yeah.
good maths.
I know that was really fast.
That was not... Okay, listen, that's fine. The American education system is terrible.
I thought it
That was really fast.
Go on.
The trigger for all of this was watching ER Fightmaster on Grey's
Yeah,
Anatomy.
that makes so much sense.
Found myself rewatching certain clips of them.
Wait, what is that?
ER is an amazing actor. Really hot.
They are
person.
so hot. They were in Shrill.
Okay. I thought ER was a TV
they?
show. It's a person.
No, ER Fight Master is an actor
It's the
who
initials
is
E.R.
so fit. I follow
Okay.
them on Instagram.
They are
Okay.
very fit. Wow.
They're lovely.
They're
Fitty, fitty.
insanely
Okay.
hot.
Love this for them.
Started to think, oh, am I attracted to you? Sort of moment. Decided not to analyze it too much and shrugged it off. But then I made friends with a woman at yoga who is bisexual, and we get on really, really well. It's the first female friend I've had in a long time, and she seems to fully get me.
Yay!
I've also had some other thoughts about her, which took me by surprise.
Yes. ...
So I've been Googling what being bi-curious means, and at first I was quite excited and
So
intrigued
I'm
by
just
it all.
showing Helen a picture of ER Fight Master. Yeah.
Yeah.
All as hell, gorgeous.
However, the more I've read, the more I've been completely overwhelmed with all the different labels, whether it's wrong to say bisexual, all the different terminology, what's politically incorrect, etc. And it's making me not want to analyse or explore anything because it's just making me panic and too anxious. Do you have any advice on what to do, how to explore this side of myself, what I'm feeling? Thanks, Elle.
Okay, well, if you're bi-curious, then I'm definitely bi-curious. If it's just fancying or thinking about being with like
Totally.
a woman, then 100% you are bi-curious, but I am definitely as well. Are you kidding? Joe March? Winona Ryder as Joe March?
Yes. Yes.
kidding me?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
In fact, give me all the March sisters oiled up. Put them in a paddling pool. Let's wrestle, bitches. You know, like mommy just watching. But everyone.
Always on the verge of incest.
But mommy just watching. Sisters is fine. Sisters and sisters.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Okay, guys,
Bunk
let's go back to Elle. Yes, you're bi-curious. I
Okay.
think it's right.
Yeah.
100%.
But I think who isn't?
Who isn't?
I would think, I mean, all of that, but also, I just think that it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. You don't have to do anything. Nobody, like, you can never, ever, ever be with a woman. And if you say you're bi, you're bi. But also, I think, like, coming from the labels, I get it. But, like, it really is leading from like a place of what other people will think or need to know rather than what you think or need to know. And like, until you want to tell anyone, you don't really need to concern yourself about that. And even when you do, there's like, you'll get it wrong. Like, you're always wrong. Like, some people, if you say you're bi, will be like, well, oh, it's a binary. So you're, okay, so are you, like what I mean to say is like, when I was growing up, the word was bi. So it made sense. If I came out tomorrow, it would probably be pan. I usually tend to say queer. Who gives a fuck? The main thing is, I love women. And everybody else too. I think what you said earlier is like, I'm crazy horny all the time for everyone.
Totally.
But my point is like, it just feels like leading from the wrong place, which is like, it sounds like you saw an incredibly hot person on the television. Congrats for noticing. And then
You're alive.
In your yoga
You're
class.
You're alive. And then you went
Celebrate it.
to yoga.
There's-
I love that you went to yoga immediately after this.
Also, yoga makes me really horny.
Yes,
'Cause it puts the
obviously.
blood.
How?
It puts the blood in your clit.
And also, okay,
It does not get me
for
going.
me, it's more that when you go there, it's like always topless men. The one I go to, there's always so many topless men.
I
and
mean,
it's
physically, like when I bend over, I'm like,
so hot.
ah!
Oh, really?
Certain positions.
Whereas
Yeah.
I'm just like, everybody's sweating and sexy.
Okay, I've gone to Bikram yoga a couple of times.
That's not a very. I know exactly what you mean. It can
And
be
it's
really
just
unsexy.
one really bendy older woman at the front of the class showing off.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, okay.
That's
no,
it.
no.
It's not.
You're going to want to go to a younger vibe.
My dad went to Bikram yoga once. He just
Yeah,
sat at the back and just woofed.
I love when they tell you it's okay to sit. It's like.
Oh, yeah,
it?
Savasana.
When they're like,
Savasana.
it's
Just
okay.
take a break.
You're getting all the benefits even if you lay down for 45 minutes. I'm like, that's not true. I'm like, okay. And I love yoga.
Savasana girls.
My favorite position, Savas.
Open your eyes and the teacher's
I
just
love
on their
cobblers.
phone.
That's also a very sexy
Which
position.
one's cobblers?
It's where you lie on your back, put your knees up, and then open them, and you just like lie
that-
with them like little.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, release those hips.
Release the hips. Anyway, the point is, yes, you sound bi-curious, but also you're worrying about the outcome of you in the future versus like, it sounds like you should just enjoy your newfound content for wanking and maybe tell your boyfriend if you feel like you need to.
Totally.
Really, so just not just jump on the clit of the person in the yoga class, just to like find out once and for all.
Oh, I just
think like sometimes just like throw yourself into it.
I'm not going to recommend cheating on her boyfriend.
I just think
I
throw
think
yourself
tell your boyfriend. I'll
into
probably
it.
think it's hot.
Yeah.
Yes, and then tell your boyfriend how lucky he is that you're going to invite your yoga friend over.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, she's a genius.
Yeah.
We solved it. Threesome.
Just enjoy it and don't think about what
Wait,
it's called.
threesome was a jump. Do you think?
I think threesome's the logical
I don't know.
outcome.
Or even just talking about like whatever you're
So
open.
tell them about it so that you can talk about it. So then you might feel more comfortable with it because you're sharing it with your partner.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get a threesome, I would say go the other way. Say, ask him how he feels about a threesome. Trick him into thinking it's his idea, and then invite her in.
Like my big fat Greek
I
wedding.
wouldn't be like, I fancy this girl.
Right.
I'd be like, so like, what do you
Yeah.
think of threesomes? And then I'd be like, that's crazy because I just met this girl.
The man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any way she wants.
Wow. My mind is
Fucking
blown.
philosophy.
What's that from?
My big fat Greek wedding.
Everything she says is from that or Mamma Mia.
Two incredible films.
Philosophy.
That is it.
Wow.
I just get the Greek
woman
spirit.
is the neck.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yes.
Welcome.
But yeah, I think I relate to what you're saying. I also think like growing up, you know, I think we were all taught to assume we were straight. And so, and if you do like men, it's easy to be like, oh, this is what I like.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're living in this wonderful world where everyone can be everything. And you're like, oh, what am I? Just enjoy it.
Yeah. But also
You're
like
looking straight to Cam.
literally, no, but I do
Elle
think
with
that
your
like,
dreams.
if you fancy ER Fight Master, you're just like conscious.
Yeah,
As
totally.
well, I'd say like, yeah, you're alive and well.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Next
I
problem,
fancy
please.
ER Fight Master.
Right?
And I am a gay man.
So
Yeah.
fit. So fit.
Enjoy being alive and turned on. And I think be as honest with your partner as possible because they're gonna relate to it because it's unrealistic to think you'd never be attracted to anyone but them for the rest of your life.
They
If
have a
not,
really
just
hot.
masturbate in the bathroom so they don't get jealous. Like, get the shower running, sort of pretend you're going for big toilet. Say you're going big toilet.
And
so
watch
you've got
Shrill
time.
because ER has an incredibly hot queer story in Shrill.
What? Shrill is... I know Shrill.
Sadie
It's
Bryant,
yeah,
yeah.
of course. I've
Lolly.
seen it.
Yeah.
Had a
How have I not...
Because you never even. This is why I don't think you're bi-curious. You forget anything queer about stories.
That's true. I try to. God. I'm having a horrible time of it. Awful stuff. Awful.
Kat,
Yeah.
you've just done a tour in the UK.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. There were highs, there were lows.
I'm reeling.
You've just done a tour. You're in your threesome, on your threesome journey. You're in your threesome phase. I didn't want to say that. On your journey.
I'm on my journey, exactly.
So, where can people find you for either?
In the hospital that's in the jail. Where can they find me?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I quit Twitter, so they can find me on Instagram.
Okay,
and
great.
TikTok.
Oh my God, that sounds so nice.
I know.
I didn't know you quit Twitter.
You know, I wasn't using it, and I was kind of like, I've gotten really into TikTok, and I was like, this is the future.
Heaven.
Yeah. And I was
What's
like,
your handle?
You know, it's kind of that one of those things where I couldn't get the handle I want in any
Yeah.
situation. Let me find out.
Okay, great.
LOL. Instagram is Kat C. Cohen. I know that much.
Kat C. Cohen.
That will be tagged in everything.
I know that much. And TikTok is Kat_Cohen.
Okay,
You know what?
great.
That's still a good one.
That's still cute.
Yeah, underscore is good. I wish I didn't have the extra C in the Instagram, but I've messaged the woman who has Kat Cohen. She said it would be too confusing for her family if we switched.
Fuck off.
So which I do celebrate.
Fuck off.
And I want to send her love and light.
No, you
Same to
fucking
Helen
don't.
Bauer. We've met a couple of times. I do love you. Give me my handle.
There's a Helen Bauer who's kept your handle.
Yeah, but she's really nice
Do you have
and she
Catherine
comes to
Bohart?
shows.
Yeah.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Well, Bauer and Cohen are very common surnames.
True.
I'd be furious. Wow. Okay.
We're making it
Give
work.
them her.
We're making do with what we've
no,
been dealt.
give them their handles, bitches. Give them their. They're more famous than you.
No.
No.
What is
What?
fame? It's an illusion.
God knows what Helen Bauer could become.
True.
You will be. Okay, you're stopping them paying their rent. Some people can't find them because they can't find them on
A
Instagram.
lovely
Well
young girl
done.
in
Well
Berlin,
done.
and
Hope
I
you
wish
feel
her all the best.
Hope you're happy.
Also in Berlin.
Hope you're happy.
Your Cat Cohen's in Berlin.
No.
Mine's
no.
in Berlin.
Yeah.
That's so
I was
funny.
wondering
Okay,
if
that
your-
was like great.
I was wondering if
they
your paths had crossed.
Yeah, they
back in
have.
the day.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
me and
that's
Helen
so-
Bauer. We met through Instagram and Twitter because she was getting tagged
Oh,
and stuff
wow,
when
okay,
I was
yeah.
like first
Oh,
doing
wow.
comedy, and then she'd always forward it. She was very sweet, and I was like, oh my god, like, do you live in Berlin? Like, I'm in Berlin, and then we hung out.
At the point where
Really?
you're forwarding messages, just give me my.
That's interesting.
She's very sweet.
Okay, good for her. Good for her.
Good for
Good
her.
for her. Okay, if you
her.
say so. And when are you performing next? Where can people find you?
Oh my God, what am I doing next?
New York.
Yeah, I'm about to actually I'm about to go to Argentina for a month
What?
to shoot this show. I'm really excited.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So I don't have any dates lined up after that, but you can watch my special on Netflix.
Yes,
Please watch it and
so
tell your
good.
friends.
It's so good. What's it called?
And the twist, she's gorgeous.
It's so good.
And I hope
So
to see you at a live show in the future.
And also to check out your podcast.
Oh yeah, listen to Seek Treatment. It's about boys, sex, fucking, dating, and love.
Oh my god. Come on. That's so much to do. Guys, you've got homework. Enjoy.
We got lots of
Everybody,
ups.
give it up for Kat Cohen.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much to our executive producers, Simon Moores, Guy Goodman, Mary Fox, Annie Tonner, Sarah Harque-Deakin, and Oliver Jago. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys are legends. We're so grateful to you. Also, thank you too. We have a new producer. How very
You
exciting.
do it all in one breath.
I can't. Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bowles, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Emma Walton, Karen and David Ball, Harald van Dijk, Eddie Doyle, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R. Anthony Conway, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen Jones, Jess and Nick, Zoe, Joe Holmes, Sarah and Molly, Alex Pugh, Josie W. Amy, Cordelia, Raya Fink, Rachel Page, Helen A., Tina Lindsay, Sophie Chivers, Graham Marsh, Emily G, Amy O'Riordan, Abby Wharf, Key Webb, Matt Sims.
Thank you so much and welcome to Matt Sims to the Sky.
Guys, thank you so much for supporting us. We're so grateful. We couldn't do it without you. And we
I know.
really
It's been
appreciate you being
amazing.
here.
It's been amazing.
If you're not already a Patreon, you should be. Get on there.
Because
Come on,
when work
join
doesn't
us.
come in for us, it means that we can keep doing this and we don't have to run around scrabbling in a cafe.
Exactly. And also, now if you're on the Patreon, you get the podcast without ads. Yes,
Hello.
please. As well as all the other benefits you get too, and the extra episodes. I mean, there's so many extra. There's an extra episode for every episode that we've had out.
And the min shot. Anyway,
Excuse
thank
me,
you
what?
so much.
I told you not to.
Bye.